specialist here, and we are continuing with calculus. We're going to stay with this for quite a while. I've given you a question to do here, so I'm just going to quickly go through that. Okay, I'm using different notation, but they all mean find the derivative of. So the derivative of minus x squared is? Your turn to show.
I would say
minus 2x. Great. Okay? Remember using rules of differentiation. The derivative of 3x is?
3.
3. If I've got y equal minus 1, that's a horizontal function, the derivative is?
It's constant.
Okay, so it's 0. Okay, a constant function means the derivative is 0. The derivative is not constant, the derivative is 0, right? Okay, so what we're doing now, most of this lesson, is we're going to look at derivatives of sum of function. So we know how to find the derivative of each one of these bits, but if I have a function which is minus x squared plus 3x minus 1, what will be the derivative? Guess.
I think this one is nice though.
Guess.
Because you can first factorize.
No need to factor. No need to factorize. Just guess what you. If the derivative of minus x squared is minus 2x, the derivative of 3x is 3, the derivative of minus 1 is 0. What will be the derivative of the whole thing?
Minus 6 plus 3.
Minus 2x plus 3.
Oh.
Okay? So we've got this like a saying: the derivative of a sum of function is the sum of the derivative of each one of the function. Okay? Let's do one more just to make sure we got it right. G of x, let's say, is, I don't know what, 2x to the power 4 minus 3x squared plus 7. What's the derivative now?
8x.
8x to the power
3.
3. That's the derivative of that bit. And then minus 6x plus, what's the derivative of 7? 0. So that's it. That's the derivative. It's very, very easy, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to write down as a like a rule. Okay, if I have okay, let me just pause and I'll write it down the way they write it down. To use the way they write it in the textbook. If I ask to find the derivative of, let's say, f of x plus g of x, we can even have h of x. We can add 3 things, and we can have more. The derivative is going to be the derivative of the first function, okay, plus the derivative of the second function, plus the derivative of the third function, okay, and if I have more function, I just must carry on. Kind of makes sense, isn't it? We happy with that? Okay. Now, I want to take this one step ahead, and again, there will be question like that in the test, and there will be the next question as well. So, let's say I ask you to find the derivative of this function, you got it, great. Let's say now I'll ask you to calculate the derivative of this function at a specific point, let's say minus 1. Correct. So, this is the derivative. Give me an x, it will tell you the slope. But here what I'm asking is find the derivative, the gradient, at a specific point where x is equal to minus 1. So I sub, but where do I sub? Do I sub in the function or in the derivative? In the derivative. So I'm going to write 8 times minus 1 cubed minus 6 times minus 1. And I think I'm getting minus 8 plus 6. I think I'm getting minus 2.
Yeah.
Are we happy with that?
Yes.
Cool, let's pause. We're moving on. A function, guys. X to the power 4 minus 3x divided by x cubed.
Making 2 terms.
Okay, how do I find the derivative? What do you say, Simon?
Making 2 terms.
Okay,
Making 2 terms.
correct. How do I do that?
You just say x over 4, x to the power 4 over x over minus 3.
Good job. Okay, good job. I was wondering if somebody says something wrong. Maybe somebody would say, okay, what we're going to do, we can find the derivative of x power 4 divided minus 3x and find the derivative of x cubed and divide the derivative. In other words, maybe there is such a rule that, let's say f of x equal g of x over h of x, maybe the derivative of x, of f, sorry, is the derivative of g divided by the derivative of h, okay? Is there such a rule? And the answer is no, there is no such rule. No, we can't do that. So Simon, you're absolutely right. What I must do is turn it to, instead of a function divided by a function, turn it into a function plus a function, or minus, okay? And that's how we do it, okay? We're gonna say, okay, that's x to the power 4 divided by x power 3 minus 3x divided by x cubed. We've done that stuff since grade 8, I think, okay? We get x minus 3, and straight away I'm gonna write it in powers, right? It's 3x to the power, what will be the power of x here? Minus 3? Minus 2. 1 minus 3. Okay, there's a little skinny 1. 1 minus 3 is minus 2. Okay, we happy with that? So we turn it to a sum of two equations, and now we can use this rule. There is a rule for a sum. The derivative of a sum of function is the sum of the derivative. So f prime will be, what is the derivative of x? Derivative of x?
1. Oh.
1. And then derivative of this thing? Minus 3x plus 6, x to the power? Negative 3. And just for Mrs. Funny Cake, we're going to write it down like this. Okay? Alright? Just to be on the safe side. Okay, I'll pause for questions. So that was easy. Let's do something a little bit more tricky. So I've got g of x equal 4x squared minus 9 divided by 2x minus 3. Okay? Now, we already said we can't just find the derivative of that and the derivative of that and just divide the derivative. We're not allowed to do that. There's no such rule. And on the other hand, I can't just, like Simone said, I can't divide that by, because I've got two things. How am I going to turn it to something plus something? What can I do in other words?
I would say fractal.
Well done, Simone, okay? So when you look at that, okay, grade 12 students, even grade 11, possibly even grade 10, something should tickle for you. Like it should tickle. You want it to factorize. Look, at the bottom there's nothing to do here. But what kind of factorization is this? It's a dots. It's a 2x plus 3 times 2x minus 3. Okay? And guys, one of these, similar thing will be in the test. I can tell you that. Okay? Right, what do we do now? Red pen? Cross cancel. So I found that g of x is simply 2x plus 3, which means the derivative is very easily, what's the derivative?
2x minus 1.
No.
No, that means 3. No. 2.
Thank you, Cam. Just 2, right? Oops. 3 goes 0. The derivative of 3 is 0. The derivative of 2x is 2. Okay?
Oh yeah, just another x.
Okay? Okay. That's it. Okay? There is more in this exercise, but I'm not going to ask you high level for the test. So let's just practice now. Cheerio.
Yeah, how